If you want to connect your favorite apps and automate repetitive work without writing code, Zapier is one of the easiest tools to learn. In this video, I'll show you how to use Zapier to integrate apps step by step, from creating your first workflow all the way to testing and publishing it. And if this tutorial helps you, be sure to hit like and subscribe for more simple software guides just like this. Let's begin by going to Zapier in your browser. Once the homepage loads, look for the Create button. This is where you start building your automation. Click Create, then choose Zap Workflows. A Zap is just Zapier's name for an automation that connects one app to another. Now you'll see the setup screen for your workflow. The first part is the trigger. The trigger is the event that starts the automation. Click on Trigger and choose the app you want to use as the starting point. For example, this could be Gmail, Google Sheets, Slack, or another app you use every day. After selecting the trigger app, click on Choose an Event. This tells Zapier exactly what should happen in that app to launch the workflow. You can pick from the available events depending on the app you selected. Once you choose the event, Zapier will ask you to log into that account. Go ahead and sign into your Trigger app account. This connection is what gives Zapier permission to watch for activity and detect when the trigger happens. After logging in, Zapier may ask you to test the connection or continue to the next step. Make sure everything is connected correctly before moving on. Next, you'll set up the action. Click on Action. The action is what Zapier does after the trigger happens. This is the second half of the automation, and it's the part that saves you time by doing the work for you. Choose your action app, which is the app where you want the result to happen. Once you've selected the action app, click on Choose an Event again and select the action you want Zapier to perform. This could be creating a new row in a spreadsheet, sending a message, adding a contact, or any other supported action. After that, log into your Action app account so Zapier can connect to it. At this point, you have both sides of the workflow connected. The trigger starts the automation and the action completes it. Now, you can review the setup, map any needed fields, and make sure the information is going to the right place. If anything looks off, this is the moment to adjust it before the workflow goes live. When everything is ready, click Build It. Zapier will prepare the workflow and get it ready for testing. Testing is important because it lets you confirm that the trigger and action are working together the way you expect. So go ahead and click Test Run. Zapier will run a sample automation and show you whether the data moved correctly from one app to another. If the test works, that means your integration is ready. If it doesn't, you can go back and fix the app connection, event selection, or field mapping before trying again. Once you're satisfied with the test, click Publish. That makes your Zap live so it can start running automatically in the background, and that's it. You've just learned how to use Zapier to integrate apps, build a workflow, test it, and publish it so your apps can work together automatically. This is a great way to save time, reduce manual tasks, and keep your business or personal workflow organized. If this video helped you out, please give it a like, subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials, and let me know in the comments what app integration you want to build next.